now everybody has to tip their hats to you and call you Mrs. Killix. And you have protection. And now you come worried about some love. Worrying me about some love. Child, please. Love is the last thing needed to be something or somewhere in life. Baby, I just don't want you to end up like your mama, getting knocked up, then running off and taking me for me to take care of yet another grandbaby. Marrying Miss Killix is going to be a good thing, baby. Just you wait and see. Marrying him is going to keep you safe, fed, warm. Fed and warm. That's all you need to live in this world without having to struggle. Just wait. Baby, you'll see. The other young Johnny Taylor boy can't support you like you need.
So, Janie, you have been invited here today to give closure and insights to these few men you have had relationships with. Start with your first husband, Logan.
Well, there ain't much to talk about. I told him I had my place.
You ain't got no particular place. It's wherever I needed you.
That right there, that is why I left him.
Now, let's keep it cool heads here. It's not about how you could. Let's keep cool heads here. It's not about why you left him. It's about why y'all couldn't work through it.
The truth is, sir, I was forced to marry Mr. Killix. My grandmother just wanted what was best for me, and what was best at the time was marrying that old cowboy for money.
As if you could have told me something. You walked smooth out right beneath my nose with that other man.
What else was I supposed to do?
Well, hello there, young sir. Where you going? Coming from Georgia on my way to Florida, ma'am. Oh, what you going to Florida for? They need a mayor, ma'am, and I'm the right man for it. A pretty lady like you is made to sit on the porch and fan herself and eat potatoes people made special for her. Oh, I thank you, sir.
So because he told you that he was going to be a big-time mayor and you deserve to have potatoes handed to you, you left me?
This marriage for another second. I wasn't raised like that. No, I couldn't help you keep your farm going, and I sure didn't care about the mules. I did you a favor.
Helped you become a woman and you know that.
You made me realize that marriage does not make love.
Let's move along, shall we?
Bye, Logan.
Now, Janie, Joe's story isn't over yet.
Yes, that's true. I gave a good chunk of my life to that man. He had everything on the surface and a good job and status and money. Now, I hate speaking ill of the dead, but he was controlling, insecure. No one would have guessed when he hit me was his dinner. I'm sorry, but no one would have guessed when he hit me was because I didn't make his dinner right. Oh my gosh, ooh. His expectations for me were too high. I couldn't adhere to him.
He was ill, wasn't he?
Oh yes, sir. Even in his sickness, I was made to prim and prep for him. Listen to his every word. Help was refused, and I pitied him. The plan was to run away, but I fear that with my old age, I would never find somebody again. All I ever wanted was to be happy. And I was stuck until he passed away. Hallelujah. Never gaining what I truly wanted.
What stopped you from leaving him before he passed?
A woman can't just stand up and leave a marriage. People started looking at me funny, and I had no money either, sir. No money. No money on my card. And at the same time, you and me weren't given the same opportunities.
The white man throws down the load, Tell the black man to pick it up. He pick it up because he have to. But he don't tote it. He hand it to his women. The black women is the mule. Oh, the world, so far as I can see.
I know, Nanny. We had it the worst. I'm sorry. I mourned him, of course. I truly did. To the outsiders, at least. I could run and be free. I could feel his presence everywhere. I had to leave and find my way back home. I ran all the way back home, met with my best friend, Phoebe, and told her about what happened. And she informed me that the people who think I'm the devil for not being sad. And you know what I said? Let them. I couldn't stand living a lie. With the abuse, the loveless marriage, I was free. Free at last. Free at last. Ooh. And I was. I wouldn't let anyone stop me now. By God, I was free.
I would like to touch on TK. What's his name?
Yes, sir. That's my sweet boy. He gave me everything I was looking for. He was so respectful, even asked me to play checkers before flirting with me.
Well, now isn't that something?
Flashback. Lord, he was a hoot. He'd make you laugh no matter the time. For a while there, though, I was worried he was just using me for my fortune, for Mr. Starks. Didn't help he was younger, running off and come back as if nothing had happened. One day, he came back with a little old beat-up car. He took me to picnics in town. I couldn't believe he was interested in an old lady like me. And then I had to sneak around in order to avoid the gossip. You know how small towns are. Truthfully, the truth eventually always comes to light. Everyone found out, and even my best friend Phoebe said I done lost my mind. Didn't want me to end up like Miss Tyler, who got cheated by a young man. Apparently, I didn't mourn long enough. Ain't no reason to mourn if I'm not sad.
He didn't treat you with the respect you deserve. You're allowed to feel that way.
Yes, sir. You are right. Sorry. Joe always wanted to be all high class, white dresses and lace. TK treated me like how I always wanted to be treated, and equal. I have escaped the grasp of my grandmother, and I knew what I was truly looking for. TK and I ran off and got married, and soon left for the Everglades. He worked on the farms day and day, night and night, rolled dice at night, and played the guitar. We lived comfortably. He taught me how to shoot, and we had our own garden. Can you believe that? Me digging my fingers in the dirt. Probably ate a few worms on accident too. It was truly lovely. He used to get so lonely, he skipped work to come see me. I got tied down, y'all. Got tied down. So I decided to work with him out in the fields. I would think to myself, if them folks back home could see me now, they'd be happy on how I apply myself. They hated the idea of more low-class people having fun.
You referred to TK as a sweet man. Did that ever fall to you when he slapped you around?
I was devoted to him. He was insecure. I couldn't blame the man for that. It was just the common nature of the time.
I understand that. Would you say that there was an effect of how people viewed your friendship based on your skin color?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Turner always said I had no business being with a man who was darker than me. Those folks always thought the closer the white you were, the better. I never understood. I never did actually understand what was the point of that.
Would you mind talking about the hurricane that came through the Everglades?
We were having a party. It was grand, and I was having a grand time. The air got thick, and the birds stopped chirping. But what did we do? We ignored it, of course. Well, that was a mistake. We finally understood we had to leave fast. We managed to get out, but not without a rabid dog attacking me first. TK fought him off of me and got bit himself. After the damage was done, TK was forced to clean up the streets, filled with people who couldn't make it out in time. My poor baby. Boy got sick from rabies. He wasn't himself anymore. He was violent. He was coming after me, and I had to shoot him. I swear I had to. I swear I had to. Oh my gosh, I put TK, my baby.
We're gonna allow her a moment to reconvene. Janie tried mighty hard to keep her grandmother happy, and the result faced premature heartbreak and loss. She went on trial for murder the same day. The whole town was against her.
I'm so sorry I missed the interview. Sir. I just need a moment to myself. Okay. Much better now. Okay. I went back home after that and I grieved. Lord knows I felt every emotion there was to feel. His funeral was beautiful. It was full of people who loved him. I loved old TK. I was married to what some might consider many men. I pursued these hollow dreams and immature ideas. I loved Nanny, but she instilled incorrect and evil values in me. As much as I like to believe I had a choice when I was younger, I was always destined to find my own happiness through hardships. I'm finally content with myself. I'm able to tell people stories and realize I've lived a life fully.
Well, I greatly appreciate having you here, Miss Janie. Your stories are powerful and moving.
Thank you, sir. Janie had to face the adversities of being a young black woman in a small southern town. She found herself through the people around her and ultimately found her own values no matter how badly it hurt her to think of Nanny being disappointed in her. She is a strong woman and paved the way for many young women after her. She showed them it was okay to change your mind and leave guilt-free from situations that don't benefit them.